Hi, and welcome to AHDB Team Boost. My name is Mark Denton, and I've led some teams to success in some pretty demanding circumstances. And for me, one of the key foundations for that is the quality of the relationships within the team. The better we know and understand each other, the better we will work together. And one indication of how well we know each other is through analysing the quality of the conversation between us. The communication pyramid is a simple model that shows the different levels and what that really means in reality, connection-wise, between two people. So starting at the base, which is where we start with everyone, is what we call ritual or cliche. Just polite conversation. Morning, how are you? How was your journey? Isn't the weather lovely? But to be honest, we're probably not even listening to what comes back. We're just acknowledging them, that they are there and going through the daily ritual. The next level up is called facts and information, where we exchange just that. How did the milking go yesterday? Did that delivery arrive? How are you getting on with that stock take? But it's still just task-based transactional chat. But at least we are conversing and exchanging information, which means we're hopefully listening to each other. So we're seeing each other. But so far, this is just safe and shallow conversation. However, for some, that's as far as they ever get at work. But where relationships and trust are built are when we push the boundaries a little more and we dig a little deeper by eliciting people's ideas and opinions, and beyond that, consulting them about their feelings and emotions. But in order to do that, we have to be up for taking a bit of risk. One, because they might not be used to being asked. Two, because they might have a different opinion or feeling than our own. And three, that we probably got to share our own views on these too, and sometimes first, to make the other person feel safe to share theirs. What do you think about using this new technique? What ideas do you have to improve productivity? What do you think about this new government? This is what I think. But it is how we start to really get to know one another. And just because someone has a different opinion, idea, or way of doing things doesn't make them wrong. It just makes them different. And the more we get comfortable with having more in-depth conversations without ending up in conflict, the more we will end up in what we call rapport, where talking is just easy. And just think of your best friend. You could probably talk about anything, but that didn't just happen. At some point, you had to make some effort and take some risk to climb the pyramid. So how about trying to do the same with some of your work colleagues to get to know them better and get the conversation flowing? You don't necessarily have to be in rapport with everybody, but even just to kind of move up one stage or another will definitely improve the relationships and your levels of trust and understanding. One other tool I want to share with you to help you get to know yourself and others better is a personality diagnostic called Social Styles. This categorizes our underlying preferences of how we like to operate socially into 4 distinct styles: analytical, amiable, expressive, and driver. And they all kind of do what it says on the tin. Those with an analytical style are cautious, thorough, methodical, and logical. They are more likely to make decisions based on the facts at hand rather than emotional reasoning or gut. And at the end of the day, they just want to be right. As this is all about internal processing, they also don't need interaction with others in order to do this, so are happy working on their own. But they can be overly cautious and take a long time to make a decision, effectively overanalyzing, which is what we call their overdone strength. And every style has these. Those with an amiable style are friendly, supportive, fair, and helpful. They like nothing more than creating an environment of harmony and being inclusive so that no one feels left out. They are all about doing the right thing by others and the situation, and they put others' needs before their own. But that can sometimes mean they say yes when they should be saying no, meaning they can take on too much and not get into action, which is their overdone strength. Those with an expressive style are often the life and soul of the party. They live for the moment, like to be the catalyst for bringing people together, are big picture thinkers, and relish taking risks. They also talk a lot and about anything, hence being expressive. However, as a result, their overdone strength is that they can lack focus and discipline and be too impulsive. And lastly, the drivers. Those with a driver style thrive on getting things done and in the most efficient manner. They are goal-driven and want to win and have little tolerance for anything that gets in the way. They are also opinionated and not scared to put those out there. However, that does mean they can sometimes be poor listeners or be seen as uncaring and might miss someone else's suggestion that could get an even better result. So to find out your own preference, all you have to do is read the statements on the attached worksheet that accompanies this video and tick those that reflect the way you like to operate. And what you'll find is that you'll tick statements in 2 or more boxes as we're each a heady mix of these styles. But chances are there will be one that features more than the others, which we call your default preference. So add up the number of statements you ticked under each heading, and the biggest number will be your default preference. So which is your default and which are others? And what is it that you can do to not only modify your own behavior so that you are playing to your strengths rather than your overdone ones, but also adapting your style to be more accommodating of the other styles? Because each has its own value. And if we just take a step towards each other and think, what is it I could do to connect better with them, we'd all get along a little bit better. So why not do the social styles diagnostic as a team and have a chat about the results? So thanks for listening. Until next time, but don't forget to subscribe to receive regular motivational videos from me and other contributors. Bye for now.